Okay, so there's nothing more traditional in the United States than having an ice cream float. You know, during Prohibition, people ate ice cream all the time to replace that alcohol. So what's kind of more amazing than that? We're going way back. We're going to use a traditional ice cream, which is made with cucumber, all the way back, all the way across the pond, all the way to Queen Victoria. At least that's what Roland told me. I'm not sure, but we'll find that out in the episode, right? So here is my tip today. We are going to build a traditional float using maybe now it's standard, it's not such a traditional form of ice cream. So what we're going to do is this is how you do it, okay? You first take your first scoop of ice cream. So we're going to take our ice cream, and it's gorgeous, right? Look at that. Cucumber, so beautiful. And we're going to take that and we're going to put it in the bottom of our glass, 1 scoop, okay? Now, if you're like me or anybody that loves ice cream, that's probably not enough. But right now you have it resting on a spoon and you want it to sit on that spoon because this is how you're going to uplift your float. So we're going to take that, and normally you would have like a better ice cream scoop, but this is a bar show, so we'll have that in there, right? So you put your first scoop of ice cream. Then you're going to add your syrup. We're using a maple syrup with a little bit of glitter in it just because I had it on hand. It's super fun. Have a nice little flavor combination with that, with the ice cream. So you put that in. Next thing you do is you add a little bit of soda water, right? So now you notice I'm only going to go about halfway up the glass. And you're like, oh, well, it doesn't really look mixed to me, and it's going to be really weird. You are correct. So now comes a point where you're going to start to mix the bottom. You're going to give it a twirl, and the ice cream is still stuck to that spoon. With a secondary scooper or bar spoon, you take the next part of the ice cream. And this is your, what you call the money shot, right? This is your really, you want to make sure your ice cream is looking, well, we're going to get that out. Is definitely has like the most put together scoop. So I put it there because you're going to see this because it will float. You're going to put it on top. I'm going to add a little bit more. I'm going to put that there. And however you set this at this point is where it's going to live. So we're going to get that off like that. Okay, so now you're going to have that in there. And we're going to add our next bit of soda water. And you're going to get a nice little head that comes up. And this is really simple, right? You have to make the choice. Do you want some citrus in this? I don't know. I like a little bit of citrus in mine. We could leave it alone and leave it on the bottom like that so you have this built. You can add a little bit of fresh cucumber to it for a garnish. You can do whatever you want. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of cucumber and a bit of mint and make kind of like a little boutonniere, if you will, for the ice cream. And I stuck it through. And I'm just going to have it rest ever so gently in the glass with the ice cream. And I'm going to add a little bit more just because we can. And then we'll add a straw, a little bit more ice cream. And you want to serve it with the spoon and the ice cream and everything together because that is how you make a float. Now, notice there's no alcohol in here. Well, you know, I do have children too. And sometimes I don't always feel like getting after it. So it might be nice sometimes to just take this as a non-alcoholic approach. So you keep everybody happy, delicious, and it's all together. And there you go. A non-traditional, traditional ice cream float. Enjoy.